Hello everybody and welcome to Dreamscapes Decoded Tarot. This video is for the sign of Libra. Cross watchers are welcome here, and I encourage you to watch my other videos pertaining to your moon and rising signs, as they could hold further messages for you. This is a little disclaimer before we begin. This is a general read, and it's okay if it doesn't resonate. Just take what does and leave the rest. My name is Leanne Mahalia, and I'm so excited to have you here to begin my journey. This project has been in the works for a very long time, and this is my very first round of tarot readings. Since I was young, I've experienced vivid prophetic dreams and visions, moments of deep insight that often arrived before events unfolded, offering guidance, warnings, or clarity. Over time, I honored these messages and interpreted the symbols that appeared in both dreamtime and waking life. These visions have shaped how I navigate the world, and now I'm here to help you do the same. The way that I read is intuitive, and Dreamscapes Decoded is a space where I can blend intuitive messages, dream decoding, and tarot to offer a grounded yet soulful read. Whether you're seeking direction, looking for a deeper meaning, or just open to what the universe might be trying to tell you, you've found a home here. And I'm so grateful that you found your way to this space. Okay, so usually, Libra, what I do is, I shuffle the cards and I take a moment to kind of like get into your energy. But I mean, as I was shuffling, I shuffled to clear from the last reading. And as I was shuffling, the cards like literally jumped out in a clump, exactly the amount that I needed in this order. So I didn't want to continue shuffling. I wanted to kind of like take what it was giving me, because I felt like there was a very profound message here for you. And I mean, looking at the cards, it's I know that we've got the tower here, but I always like to try and put a positive spin on everything that I see here, because I believe that perspective, no matter how difficult the situation is, perspective is what turns any situation in the direction that you want it to go. So beginning here, we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got the 9. Sorry, I always need to count this because I always get confused. Okay, so we've got the 9 of Wands here, and we've got this one here. I think that you are holding on to what you've got pretty tightly. I don't know if you're in a stressful situation right now. I mean, this is what I'm picking up here in the cards. Like, life may be a little bit stressful for you right now. And, we've got all of the swords here in this card too. And you can tell from the person's kind of like expression here on their face that they're not exactly like the happiest little camper right now either. But you know what? I see a lot of positive in this still. I think that right now you may not be very happy. But the way that I read this card is, yes, you're bound. Yes, you've got kind of like all of these things that are going on in your life right now. All of these kind of like things that are very, they're putting you in a negative mental space. But I think if, like I said, if you flip your perspective, what you will see is that you are still very grounded. And that all of those lessons that you've learned in your life, you have the ability to draw on those and connect them to every one of these situations that you have now and learn from your past. How did you deal with each one of those situations in the past? How can you deal with them today? You're still connected to that energy. You're still connected to those energies, and you're still connected to those lessons and those answers. And I think that if you draw on your past events, you will have the power to then use those past events to cut yourself free and unbind yourself from whatever it is that you're struggling with right now. Because the thing is, like, you're struggling. And I know that when you're in a negative space, I often do this myself. I mean, we're all human, right? When you're in a negative space, it's so easy to just kind of like fall into it and be like, oh God, like, what's going on? Oh, nothing's going my way. But, you step out of gratitude for a second and you forget the abundance that you built in the past. And I think one of the really important things, and something that I always say to kind of like my friends whenever we're talking about things that are going wrong or anything like that in their life, is that remember times in your life when you win. Because the fact is, if you've experienced winning once, you're going to experience winning again in the future. You know what I mean? So I think it's really important to, and that stream is coming from, you know, it's trailing off in the background to the abundance. It's still connected to your abundance. You're still connected to it. So whatever is going on here, draw from past experiences where you've won and use that to unbind yourself, cut yourself free. Again, Tower here. I see this as you learning. I think that there is a change coming. It depends on you. It depends on you here though. Like if you decide to stay in this space where you're bound, the Tower will be a bad one. But if you decide to look a little bit deeper and be a little bit more interested in kind of like not just the foreground, but the background as well, like look into your past. And, you know, analyze your past and use those lessons, use what you've learned. This will just be a change. That's all it is. You know what I mean? It's not going to be something that's going to, you know, completely destroy your life or anything like that. So the Judgment card, the raising of the dead. Again, use your best judgment. Look to the past and raise sorry, I lost my words for a second. Raise the instances where you won. Like, tap back into those instances. Because as I said, as long as you've experienced winning in the past, you'll always win. You'll always know how to win. You know what I mean? So you'll always have that feeling of winning embedded within you. So use that for a better outcome. If you do that, you can move into your magician stage. And you can move forward, like creating your own, like, and this person is master of all too. If you notice here on the table, they have a little bit of each of the elements in the table, on the table here. So, I mean, use all of that. That's what this card here is asking you to do as well. Use all of that to move forward. And this person, it may look like a very kind of like drab and very kind of like down negative card, but you still have abundance. I think that this is exactly what this entire read is just saying to you, like throughout, especially like the core of the cards here is that you may be feeling down right now. You may be looking at what you've lost, but you still have abundance. And, you know, you're still connected. And that bridge there, you're still connected to your abundance. It's up to you to see it and move forward with it. Use your strength. Move forward. There may be a few more things that come up in the future. All right. There may be some, I know that this card usually pertains to kind of like conflict and stuff like that, but I don't want you to see it that way, because what's coming up for you, if you move past with strength, you tame this and you move forward with strength, you've got your Three of Cups. And then all of this just gets stored as another lesson of how you overcame. So, I mean, it's not one of those like, oh my God, your life is great. Yay, let's celebrate. Like, no, it's definitely not one of those reads. I actually feel like I can feel like this weight on my chest, like as I'm reading here. I feel like, you know, I'm kind of upset. I feel like, I don't want to sound insensitive when I say this, but I feel like I've kind of stepped into a little bit of a woe is me kind of energy. And as I said, I don't want to sound insensitive. Like, I don't know what you're going through. It does feel really heavy. But I think as long as, like I said, you stay connected, you stay grounded, and you know yourself, like, that's going to move forward. That's going to move you forward to your abundance. So I think just, you know, just stay positive. That's the only thing that I can say to you. Like, flip your perspective, stay positive. Like, it's going to work out in the future. I get the feeling that this is something that is kind of like connected to love. I feel like this is love related. Like, maybe you guys just broke up with someone, and maybe, like, I don't feel like this is just kind of like a boyfriend though. I feel like it's a marriage. Like, if it's not a marriage, it's something where you've been together a while, and like there was a lot of assets and everything collated throughout the entire relationship, and maybe there's some legal things going on here too. You know, the splitting of assets and things like that. But I mean, like I said, this is obviously something that's weighing very heavy on you right now, but stay the course. Be strong, tap into your strength, tap into all the things that are good about you, and you'll be in celebration mode in no time. Yeah. 8, 9. These are some numbers that I'm seeing here. I think that's pretty much all that I have for you. I think what I want to do too is just pull one of my goddess decks just for some extra messages for you. So let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. You see, this is what I love about this deck. Like, I love this deck, guys. Like, it literally just every time pulls like some amazing cards that are just so related to everything that I'm seeing and feeling. So you got the goddess Bast. And she a sexy bitch. Like, look at her. I love these cards. It's so beautiful. And look at what it says here. It says, I approach every day with flexibility and strength. Be flexible. Go with the flow. Stand in your power. And, you know, be strong. You're going to see a really great outcome. I know you are. One more. My thoughts manifest my reality. See? So this is what I was saying about this card here. It's all on you. So people are throwing, like, you know, really heavy things your way. It's all on you, like, how you're going to do it. I know sometimes it's so difficult to be strong, but I feel for this situation here, you're going to have to. You're going to have to be really strong. Even though you may not want to, even though you may be tired, you may be like, oh, Jesus, please take the wheel. Like, no, baby, you got to drive. You got to drive. This is your lesson. All right, and my cards here are literally saying that you can do it. You just got to be strong. Move forward. Take one of these sticks and beat them with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't let anybody get, like, one up on you. Go ahead. Claim what's yours. Okay, Libra, that's pretty much all that I have for you, okay? I actually think that this is a fantastic read. I don't think it's something that's like, you know, all candy floss and sugarcane or anything like that, but the outcome here makes me smile. The outcome here really makes me smile. I think you're gonna do just fine. All right. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you like this read and if you resonated with it, give it a like. What I'm really interested in having is your comments. I want to know what you think. I want to know if this is relating to you right now, because I have to say, like, this is probably like the hardest message that I've gotten for the signs this week. This is definitely the hardest message. But I mean, who better than to give it to? You know that you're capable. You know that you can. So let me know what's going on, okay? Love you guys. I'll see you next week. I can't wait. Have a good week. Bye.